Hello students, welcome to the session. So we have completed learning the first chapter, that is matter in our surroundings, but then you got to know that it has been deleted completely. But make sure you don't erase it from your mind. Why I am saying this is that forms the basis for learning your further chapters. Like from is matter around us, we got to know what is matter, how they are classified, isn't it? And what are the properties of different states of matter, and about evaporation. It might be about the interconversion of states of matter, factors affecting evaporation. All these are very important concepts. Rather, it's deleted, but it's going to it's helpful, and it is good that I have taught you, because it is going to help you learn the concepts of chemistry better in your higher classes. So no issues if it's deleted, but don't delete it from your mind. Keep the concepts clear. Now, today's topic, or the new chapter, the first chapter for this academic year, is now is matter around us pure? Now this is a question mark, isn't it? Is a matter around us pure? Now what did we understand in the previous chapter? Matter. We understood that matter is something which has a mass and it occupies space, right? For example, duster is a matter because it has mass, right? It weighs some grams and it does occupy space. The spoon is also a matter because it also has mass, it weighs, and also it occupies some space, right? Likewise, it may be gas like oxygen. Air is a mixture of gases. They do occupy space, right? They have mass. Also, if you take water, so here I have taken water in this glass. Don't you think that it has occupied space here? It has occupied space, and this also has mass. All this we have learnt in the first chapter, which is deleted for now, but still you know that all these states, different states of matter, may it be solid, liquid or gas, are called as matter because they have mass and they occupy space. Correct? Yes. Now, once you know matter, what is matter and what are the different types of matter, states of matter. Now, that is why we say that everything around us is said to be a matter. So, is matter around us pure? What do we mean by pure in a layman's language? So, you might have heard people saying pure water, pure air, right? What else? Anything like pure food? Yes, these are the commonly used words which you always hear people saying. Pure water in a layman's language means water free from germs and pollutants or chemicals, harmful chemicals, right? Okay. And if they say it's pure water, pure food, you understand that the food is not adulterated. It is safe for or fit for consumption, right? Yes. When somebody says pure air, you understand that it is free from pollutants, isn't it? Free from harmful pollutants which come out of the factories and other things which you have learnt in the previous class, that is 8th standard, pollution of air and water, air pollutants, isn't it? Now, that is not the case here. In chemistry, in this chapter, pure does not mean that pure, that is pure water, that is free from chemicals or free from adulterants, free from germs. No, here pure means it should be made up of single kind of particle. Pure means it should be made up of single kind of particle. Now what do we mean by single kind of particle? Single kind, you know, single means one, kind, type. So it means one type, right? It should be of one type. It should not be of different types. Now I'll go in detail now. It should be pure substance or a pure matter is something which is made up of single kind of particle. Now particle in the previous chapter I have told you it might be atom or a ion, or it may be a compound or a molecule, isn't it? Compound or a molecule. So particle may be an atom, which in other words can be called as element. You know, atom is a general name for all the elements, may it be carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, anything. So when we say element, element is for specific, that is nitrogen element, carbon element, oxygen element, etc. Now ion, you know that they are, you might not be very clear about this word. Ion means charged particle. So now I will not take up ion because in the next chapter you will be learning about ions, but in general I can say that ions are charged atoms. Okay, atoms which have either positive or negative charges can be called as an ion. I can include, but no worries. Okay, just remember that the concept of ion will be taught more clearly in the further sessions. Ion means charged particle. For example, an atom, calcium atom, we write it as Ca. It is an element. Okay, calcium element, generally it is called an atom. So if this carries charge, either a positive charge, or another example like chlorine, it carries a negative charge, then it is called as an ion. Okay. Now don't worry about 2 and all this, we will go in detail later. Now what you understood is very important here. Now we understood what is matter, isn't it? We understood that matter is something which occupies space and has a mass. That is, anything around us you can call it as matter except emotions, right? Emotions and energy like electricity, it may be, isn't it? Magnetism, etc. So all others are called as matter. Anything you say, you find it around me is matter because they occupy space and they have mass, right? Yes. Now under that, to clarify the chapter's name itself, I asked you, what do we mean by pure? Pure in chemistry means it should be made up of single kind of particle, that is, it should be either made up of carbon, one of the element, or it should be either made up of oxygen, or it should be either made up of chlorine, any one of the particle, or it need not be always an atom, right? It may be a compound also or a molecule. For example, a pure substance may be made up of a particular compound. Okay, compound in the sense it may be salt, sodium chloride. It is a single compound. Water, H2O. Water is also a single compound. So when we say pure water in chemistry, it means that it contains only H2O molecules. So when we say pure water in chemistry means it should be made up of only H2O molecules, not the layman's word, that is free from germs or free from harmful chemicals. Pure water in chemistry means water which is made up of only H2O molecules and nothing, no other minerals and etc. in it. Okay. Hope you understand the meaning of pure.